pop-up shows, of course, our Monday and Thursday shows, the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition show at 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday. All that content is streaming on YouTube, at least when we're not getting kicked off because of me from showing too many clips.
No, check the private chat.
I'm typing now.
Okay.
But no, that YouTube is where all the content is at. That's where it is all stored at. You can always follow us on Instagram, I.O.W. Sports Network. When you're taking a breather from looking at your Instagram models, you can always give us a like, share, and a follow on YouTube. When you got a chance to step away from your Twitter beefs, going over to I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter, give us a like, share, and a follow on Twitter as well. And most importantly, please go on over to the Facebook page. That's where you, yes, you, I'm looking right at you, the viewers, the listeners, can give your own sports take, give your own sports opinions, drop a funny sports meme. And if you have content from a sports podcast, that is where you drop it, give people a chance to look at your content. We emphasize big time on the word network. So if you got a sports podcast, any kind of podcast, or a small business, that is where you go to let people know of the goods and services that you have. And did you not see the Cash App scrolling on the bottom of the screen at the bottom? The $ I.O.W. Sports Network. Throw $30 that way, give an address, and you see these exclusive I.O.W. sports hats that myself and Detroit Mel are rocking. Matt, even one of our favorite listeners, Matt, dropped a picture in the page. He got a hold of his hat. So there's three people in the world that have these type of hats. That's how exclusive it is. Very exclusive. So make sure, send $30 to that Cash App, give us an address, and you will get that very exclusive I.O.W. Sports.
What up, Doug Jamil?
In the building. Let's take a look in the comments. Of course, we got Jamel in the building. What's happening to Jamel? I'm pretty sure Matt somewhere. There's Matt. There he is. I was about to say fuck LeBron and see where he was hiding at, but there he is.
There he is.
Hey, what's the other YouTube page that we're streaming to, so I can?
I often wonder.
Okay. Let's drop the link in the comments somewhere.
Hey, Jamel, do we get him on? We got him on Messenger, right?
Jamel?
Yeah, he said send him the link. He want to send. What do you mean? Send him a link to watch it on YouTube, or send him a link so he can jump in?
I'm not sure. And yes, thank you, Matt.
Clarify, Jamel. And thank you, Matt.
Always on time. No.
Who's our Facebook user? Is that Van?
So what? Facebook user?
Yeah. See what's that Facebook user?
I don't know who that is. I do not know.
Make yourself known, Facebook user.
Yeah, so Facebook user, whoever you are, go back out, hit this YouTube. I'm not sorry, not the YouTube link, the StreamYard link.
It's Moto.
That's Beast Mode Bones. That's his burner account. He got blocked.
Okay. Everybody getting blocked.
he got blocked. No, it's all good. But look, now that we got all the hoopla out the way, let's get down to business. Of course, we came here to talk about great weekend of sports, man.
Hold on, let me clarify something.
Get the smoke.
Hold on, so let me clarify something. So everybody, our other Facebook account got blocked, so we kind of streaming from our other YouTube account. I often wonder.
It's only a couple of days left on that block.
Yeah, it's only a couple of days.
Yeah,
just have a random question. Is it from any of the shit that Mel and I have said that you've been
so worried about
getting canceled?
That's the crazy thing.
And that is not, it has nothing to do with nothing was said. It's really about copyright issues of using clips.
I'm like, what stuff?
Wait a minute. So it was you, Umar, not me and Jamel with all the crazy shit.
I just admitted it was my fault, so I know it was me.
I like good news. When I get good news, I want to hear it multiple times.
Oh no, I get it. You want to make sure that it wasn't you that caused it. I get it.
Just so we are clear before we go any further, fuck Mikey Bones too.
So that means more rape jokes.
Obviously, it's greenlit.
I hope that we can keep those down to a minimum.
Uh-oh.
Of those certain types of jokes.
That's the boy on the shirt.
I see.
Oh, is that Junior on the shirt?
Sending a kid into a concussion protocol with the stiff arm a few years ago.
Oh, is that Junior?
That's that Derrick Henry. That's that Derrick Henry stiff arm. Is that Josh?
Shirt. I like that.
Hey, I like that though. I told him that earlier. So I like that. You don't give him any compliments.
No. He thought it was like a Jet shirt at first, and he was ready to roast it. I'm like, nah, man, it's the boy.
I was getting ready to say, who that bum on your shirt? And I was like, oh,
that's a kid from Flemington.
No, I like it.
Poor tackling protocol on that one.
Right.
All right, fellas.
Let's go ahead and get it in.
Yeah, let's get it in. Look, obviously we're gonna have some talks about some NBA playoffs. But before we do that, and just because, just go ahead and just ride with me, fellas. Look, this whole Lakers situation, they're trying to find a coach. All right. There's been Terry Stotts, former Portland Trail Blazers coach, been in contention. There's a couple other guys. An interesting name that I thought that keeps popping up, and they still are wanting to get, is Doc Rivers.
He always gonna get a job though, man. That's not surprising.
But
he got fired? Doc got fired?
No.
We'll see. That's my thing. How are you trying to go after a coach that, one, still has a job, two, hasn't been fired, or what? Are they saying something that we don't know?
Man, they might know something behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying? The man still currently has a job. He hasn't said anything that he wants.
But you guys still put them fillers out just in case.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But hear me out, Mel.
Okay, go ahead.
For one, why would he leave Philly? And two, why would he leave Philly for the Lakers?
The fuck are y'all on YouTube?
The Lakers are like the Yankees. It's the best job in the sport, right? And if you get a chance to go from the minor leagues, which is bum ass Philadelphia, to the major leagues, which is LA, I think you take that move. Even though you're probably getting set up for failure, that is the elite job in the NBA, right?
Well, are you talking about elite as in star power?
That's the top job in the NBA.
I mean, yeah, it is. No matter what you
and
feel
I say
about
that
the
as somebody
Lakers.
who notoriously hates the Lakers. I say that's the top job in the game.
All right, send it.
I mean, you're talking about, and I agree. I agree with you. You're talking about media standpoint. It is probably one of the better jobs to have. But I'm talking about as of right now, the way that this roster is constructed. Is it really that attractive?
Oh no, it's a downtime in the organization, but it's still the Lakers head coach is the best job in basketball. Give me another one that's in place of it.
I mean, I would love to be the coach of Golden State Warriors before I even go mess with. But
that's a short term window with this run that they're on. Curry ain't going nowhere. Kirk walked into
short term.
I mean, they're not notorious. I mean, you're going back to the 70s, the last time they were relevant.
If you're talking about longevity, star power,
the Lakers have never not been relevant.
Oh, don't say that. They've had some down years.
They had the Kurt Rambis years, right?
Kurt Rambis had some down years.
But it was still that was at the end of a huge wave with Magic, Worthy, Kareem.
You're right.
And then
you're right.
4 years later, Shaq enters the picture. So it was a very, very small. If I'm wrong on the 4-year number, but going off of what I remember, come 95 or 93, they were in the finals with Jordan.
91.
Okay. They still had Kareem and Magic for a little bit after that, and then Magic got sick, and then cured it with money, lots and lots of money.
lots and lots of money.
Shout out to South Park. How do you cure AIDS? You throw lots and lots of money at it.
lots and lots of money. No, like all jokes aside, I've never seen nobody that contracted that type of disease live this long. That's
Motherfucker got fatter with AIDS.
Man, Magic ain't
You see
no
Tom
damn
Hanks at the
AIDS.
end of Philadelphia? Total coincidence that it's Philadelphia, but I'm keeping it topical here with the Doc Rivers conversation. And then you see Magic after like 3 years. Magic was walking around eating like donuts and shit. Like, yo, this shit can't kill me.
Send me your just send me your email and I'll drop you the link.
What is Bones trying to get in?
Yeah. Oh, you got them on. Oh, you got them. It should be in your thing. Just send them a link.
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, are we gonna vote on this if we're letting him in the show or not? I vote yay. So if he's not in the show, it's not me. He comes with me enough.
No, he. All right, I just sent him the link. He should be able to get in sometime soon.
Yeah, but look, I know the Lakers are down. Like all jokes aside, like the Laker job's the Laker job.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you look at
you get an offer from there. The only reason you might not go is you want another title, and obviously the Sixers are much closer than the Lakers are.
Much closer.
So, but this team couldn't get out of the second round. They're supposed to be fully loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well. Let's compare the jobs. Let's compare Philly and Lakers right now.
Said Magic.
Right. No, but when you look at Philly, you're going to have to deal with a Daryl Morey problem. He absolutely kind of changed your roster by getting James Harden. Let's be honest about that. All right.
Right.
He changed the trajectory of what you can do. You lost Andre Drummond, lost Seth Curry. So you lost a shooter and you lost a defender. All right. And what do you need right now in the NBA? You need a shooter. You need a defender.
Right.
And wow. Well, here he is. You hear us, Mike?
Yeah, I hear everybody. Am I sound well?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Like shit.
All right. First and foremost, fuck Nick. Secondly,
Hey, that's an everyday thing for us.
It's nice to meet you, Michigan Mel. Michigan Mel sounds way better than Detroit Mel. Just think about it for a second.
I gotta represent Detroit, man.
Detroit, Michigan.
I know that, but people don't understand when you say Michigan Mel. They might think I'm talking about just the Wolverines.
That's fair. That's fair. Could be Kalamazoo.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta say this before we go any further, since it's on topic, why you look like Tony Baker with AIDS?
Yeah.
Why you like Big Ben after he gets out for his next bid?
You say Big Ben after a rape. Oh,
after he get out for his next one. He ain't got football no more.
I'm showing my love for the culture of the Tony Baker reference. I don't think you guys ever thought that was coming out of me.
So, how far away from this Laker management conversation did we get?
No,
not too far. Go ahead and dig in.
If I was a coach, unless I'm Mark Jackson who can't get hired anywhere, hey, no way I want to go host the Lakers. You want me to be in the spotlight losing, taking all the blame for losing? No, I'm good. Like you're right, Nick. The Lakers are super relevant. That makes it so much worse that everybody's watching you lose like this. I wouldn't want that.
And if LeBron picks you, it's like the kiss of death. So if LeBron's like, I want that guy should be like, no.
I'm good. Unless it's Mark Jackson, because he ain't got no choice. Like, what else you gonna do, Mark?
Right.
Your career ain't getting no worse.
Yeah, but Mark Jackson's been fine commentating. And look, I love Mark Jackson. But why even leave the commentating table where he's probably making good money at ESPN, getting paid millions of dollars commentating, to go join that circus that will why? First of all, we need to find out what they're going to do with the roster. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done with the roster. First of all, that needs to get.
They're gonna lose with that roster. Is what they're gonna do.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, the current roster crushed.
Bro, the current roster they didn't even make it to the play-in. So obviously they're gonna lose.
Well, Phil want to get rid of LeBron,
but it makes sense.
Who wouldn't?
I mean, I don't disagree with it. I don't.
Yeah,
Only,
but look,
only reason, and I gotta make sure it's clear. The only reason I don't disagree with it is because we can't get rid of Westbrook.
Right. That's it.
It's just stated. It's not just I prefer Westbrook over LeBron. No, nobody prefer Westbrook over LeBron. Westbrook mama don't prefer Westbrook over LeBron.
it's facts. It's facts.
So one man who wants Westbrook over LeBron, it's Donald Trump. Because the way he throws up them bricks, he could build a wall at a record pace.
But
You get Westbrook building the wall, we'll be like, fuck that, build one on Canada too.
It's like build the wall 3 games later.
3 days later.
Hell yeah. If he got games back-to-back nights, shit's a wrap.
But look, and me and Bones have had that conversation. I agree with it 100%. It's only by default. It's because you can't move Westbrook. Because who the hell is taking $47 million for what you just saw what he did last year? So obviously he's going to be the hardest piece to move off that roster.
Right.
The good thing about LeBron, even though he's declining, which is it's a slow decline for an aging superstar of his talent, because he's still just as good. He still can be considered top 5 NBA players right now, off of skill wise.
But LeBron is not. It's not about a skill. You know what I'm saying? His skill ain't the problem. It's the way it's the way when he get on teams, he just run it down by trying to run everything and make dumb decisions. That's the problem.
I mean, in general, it's worth more than it has. You know.
I agree.
So like, okay, you got to take the good with the bad. It's like having Brett Favre as the quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna throw some passes that he shouldn't throw, and sometimes it's gonna work, and sometimes it's gonna be an exception. Like you gotta accept it.
Right.
I think he may have made it too horrible of a call with this Westbrook thing because of just how much it tied up everything.
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 Well,
when it got fucked up, everything. And I'm doing Cat Williams references too, so I'm out. This show ain't gonna get any better for me. I dropped a Baker and a Cat Williams.
You talking about $47 million holding up the roster moves that you can make.
Right.
You talk about the trade that you made for Anthony Davis and the young pieces you traded away along with draft picks. So that kind of puts you in a bind as well. And so you're stuck with 2 pieces that you got back in return, and you gave up a lot to get. I mean, you handcuffed your roster. I as a Lakers fan, and of course Bones, you know, me and him had these conversations. He's a Lakers fan as well. Man, it's tough because I don't see a lot in the future that's going to be a lot of positive things because you are too strapped to 2 big problems with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. So that's why I say if you do make a move right now, to me, the first one should be LeBron, because even though LeBron will be 37, 38, however old he will be, he still can get you some type of return.
Huge return.
Some type of return. I mean,
especially if it's a place that hasn't been successful. Excuse me.
I know he has a no trade clause.
I hate pollen, man. So if it's a place that he hasn't been to already, you're looking at ticket sales going through the roof. You're looking at merchandise going through the roof. You're looking at other players potentially coming to play there with him. I want to address this comment that
I want to address the Jacko comment.
Jamel said he only made one dumb decision. No, it was dumb bringing in Anthony. It was dumb not getting Buddy Hield. It was dumb trading away the players that you traded away. Like, if you take the players that the Lakers traded away the last 2 years, you're looking at potentially a Final Four team in the NBA.
If you take the players that the Lakers traded away, if you take the players the Lakers traded away, you're looking at a team that didn't win the ring. I'm cool with having one ring.
Yeah, but now you have potential for long term to get a ring, because all those guys then may have not won the ring 2 years ago. But long term, you got a loaded roster right now. You might have the best roster in the NBA if you
not playing together. It's not that loaded.
Yeah, but you
can't look at a guy playing for the New York Knicks and be like, that guy's a superstar. Of course, he's playing for the Knicks.
Oh, superstar. I don't even count him in the equation for me. But if you take Brandon Ingram, You get Ball. You got Caruso. Who else did they lose?
Josh Hart.
Caruso hurt them.
Yeah, Caruso got hurt, but let's be.
No,
but
I
come
mean
on,
Caruso hurt my heart.
No,
oh,
he's saying
Caruso hurt. Oh yeah,
Caruso.
bro. That to me that was one of the most dumbest ones, letting Caruso walk. I'm
He didn't need that much.
No, he didn't.
He didn't need that much.
So you take and look. I get it. We want to, the media and I faulted LeBron for some of the bad roster moves. I have, but I gotta be honest. Rob Pelinka and whoever's running the front office, Jeannie Buss,
LeBron.
And we look, we assume that, and the media says that, but until I know for a fact, I've said my own piece about it too. But at the end of the day, Rob Pelinka is the general manager. He's the one that has the title of move maker under the Lakers organization. And him, at some point, needs to be like, yo, this don't make sense for our roster, not right now and not for our future. I just hate the fact that the Lakers as a whole gave up a lot of their future for right now, and the only thing you got to show for it is a bubble ring in 2020. And
no, we got a ring.
It's a bubble ring.
It's a ring. Like both rings that we won. It's a ring.
Yeah.
Who got the most NBA championships?
Well, right now it's tied Lakers and Celtics at 17 apiece.
It's tied?
Mm-hmm.
It's tied.
It's not 16.5 to 17?
It's 17 to 17.
You say 16.5
we
because
got
of
a
bubble ring.
Do either one of you? I don't know this answer. I'm asking this. Head to head, Lakers Celtics in the finals. What's the record head to head? Do we know? Or I gotta look it up.
I don't know. You have to look it up.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Probably.
If it's not close to,
I would know that.
close to
I
even.
hate Boston.
No, but I'm saying, well, I mean, obviously, I hate Boston just in basketball, but I'm not that going crazy over
Everything
it.
except the donut up there is hated.
Boston got good donuts.
Boston cream donut, man.
Oh, I forgot. Boston cream pie. Is that the case?
Yeah.
That's the only thing good going.
Pie's just a bigger donut.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Only cream pies I
don't
like.
Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't. Don't even go there.
Only cream pies I like ain't got shit to do with
Get to
Boston.
do with donut. Well, unless you from Boston. Her name is Boston.
Hey, but for real though, I mean, but no. Thank you, Matt. Right on time. But let's transition. Since we're talking about Boston Celtics are down 2-1 in the series. Game 4 is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Boney homie, did you see this series going 2-1? Miami in the lead right now?
Nope, not that direction. But also, I want to be on the record right now to say Boston is 6.
Yeah, I said that to begin with before the series started. So
yeah,
I mean, before the series started, I said Boston in 5. Now I don't have any choice but to say Boston in 6, but I'm still going with Boston winning the rest of these games.
How you see tonight shaking out? A lot of injuries for Miami.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the pattern, man, Tatum will have a bad game, then he'll come back and have a good game. So it's about time for him to have a good game. So they should tie the series up tonight.
That's inconsistent Kobe.
Wow, now I know why you guys didn't know the answer to that.
Why?
I didn't want to say it. Celtics are up 9-3 in NBA Finals all time, head to head with the Lakers.
I knew it was right.
Lakers
like they
85, 87, and 10 they won.
Yeah, because they were cheating. That's why. they had 5 of the top 10 players in the NBA on their team.
Larry Bird still stepped on the line.
Roster in the 50s and 60s with all those white guys.
Exactly.
they stacked the deck.
That Bob Cousy dribble. But no, I know Mel Jamel in the comments. He's saying Boston is 7. Matt has always went Miami is 7. Man, but you gotta look at, is Boston really gonna downplay the fact that there's injuries? Jimmy Butler might not play. Tyler Hero's already been ruled out with the groin.
Right.
So they're dealing with a lot of their key people from Miami, not even
I think Jimmy
playing.
gonna play though.
Really?
If Jimmy can
Yeah.
play, Jimmy gonna play.
I think
This is
Jimmy
my
gonna
thing.
play. It's the
This is
playoffs
my.
too. Go
This is
ahead.
another take. This is the hill that I stand on too. Jimmy Butler, equal sign, Kawhi Leonard, exact same player, same skill level. Tell you how you want to take it. The only difference between Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler is luck.
Mm. I actually don't agree.
It's not a bad take. I mean, it's
I
not a
don't
bad take.
disagree with it. The reason why I agree with it is because you look at how both Kawhi and Jimmy play. They both play both two-way players. All right, they will play defense and they can give you good offense.
Mhm.
Now they're not like we've always said about Jimmy. Kawhi is almost the same thing, as in they're not excellent at just one or two things. They're good overall in a lot of different areas. And where
And I bet you,
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bones. When you say the luck part, you talk about how Kawhi was in Toronto, got the last second shot over Philly, get to the finals, and Clay's out and KD is out. So
yep,
if I'm correct, that's the luck part.
all of that, and also where he ended up drafting to in the first place.
San Antonio
Mm-hmm.
can't beat that. That's like
Cannot.
that. That's like Mac Jones going to the New England Patriots.
Like
Right.
them dudes old,
There you
but
go
them
with
dudes was still
No,
there.
but
You know what I
is
mean?
that not true though? Mac Jones going to the New England Patriots makes his start of his career a little bit more plush than say Trevor Lawrence, than say Trey Lance, than say I don't know.
Oh no, then Trey Lance is in the good.
No. That's what I said. Pause. Let me say Trey Lance back. Then Zach Wilson. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? You're talking about Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson on teams that are trying to build something.
Right.
When
The
Trey
Jets got a
Lance,
better head start though.
but I'm saying Trey Lance and
fuck
Mac
you, Nick.
Jones are on teams that that are established, that are not far from winning a trophy.
Right. Right.
Let's not say the Patriots are close to winning a trophy. They haven't been close to winning a trophy since Brady.
I mean,
won.
they
Hey, but they not
they
far.
always got a they always got a chance.
They are very far. Quote me
Yeah.
now, they will be last place in the division this year.
Bro,
Mac
whoa.
Jones is a fucking disaster.
Wait, hold on.
Wow.
See, I
Started
don't
off
know how I feel about Mac Jones.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Repeat that again, Nick. Repeat that again.
The Patriots will finish last in the division this year. Quote me, screenshot it right now.
Okay.
Mac Jones is a fucking disaster.
Look, this is what I say. I don't totally disagree because everybody in that division has improved. So you do. It's not you're not far off, but I don't think Mac Jones is a disaster. I think he has potential.
Go watch his last 5 games.
I watched him. I still think he has
Go look at
potential.
the stats and don't forget, he's without Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is the reason that he was so fucking good in the beginning. They don't have that. Do you know who they're debating on calling the offense in New England this year? Patricia, who's defense his whole career, Joe Judge, who was special teams, and Belichick. It's between those 3 guys who's calling the offense. You're telling me they're going to raise the level of a second-year quarterback?
I hate it, but I'm with Nick.
Last place.
I'm not brave enough to be out, just step out there and say last place, but
I mean,
all his points, I'm with him.
I don't think he's far off because of the way every team in that division has improved. I mean, Buffalo's already, they top in that division.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Miami,
The Jets,
Miami,
Miami.
Jets
Right.
heavily reloaded and got substance.
Yep.
Patriots brought in Devontae Parker.
Oh, don't forget they got an offensive lineman now.
Yeah, they got rid of their best offensive lineman, Shaq Mason, and traded him to Tampa Bay and Brady.
Yeah, but they got the dude from Chattanooga, man.
Yeah.
Chattanooga produced all kinds of good players.
Oh, man. Cole Strange.
You know what I'm saying?
Cole Strange.
He gonna
4th-round projection went.
He come from Chattanooga and he come with Nashville chicken.
Hey, first of all, his name is Cole Strange. That sounds like some weird masturbation name. Like
Right.
when you beat your meat, like Cole Strange. That sounds like some weird.
That's like when you sit on your hand to make it go numb. That's called the Cole Strange.
I thought
Cole
that's what-
Stranger.
I think technically the cold strange is when you actually hold ice.
Made that big on numb.
It's gonna go numb, but it's also you're also gonna feel the coldness.
So she put ice, you saying she put ice in her mouth, and then you put. Is that what you're saying? That's the Cold Strange. I'm just asking these questions. I just want clarity.
He's taking notes.
Right. I'll say, girl, I need you to do that Cole Strange.
Just to show you how ridiculous that Cole Strange pick was, Cole Strange thought it was a prank call. Even he knew he shouldn't be getting a phone call at that time.
Oh, wait. So he thought he was like, yo, what the hell?
You didn't get it? Yes.
No,
I
didn't
thought it was a prank until Belichick got on the phone and he heard Belichick's voice, and then he knew it was him.
Wow.
He was like, "Ain't no fucking way I'm getting drafted now." Oh, I missed the Belichick.
He was like, "Oh shit, wait,
you sure?
You sure?
You know
got the right number?
Yeah, you got the right number.
Wait, throw that number back to me. Let me make sure you got the right numbers. Yeah, that's my number. You
gotta hang up. I gotta do *69 on this.
Hell,
he said *69.
Oh wow! Hey, for you young heads that don't know what *69 is, when a joint,
they all think it's Kim Kardashian.
All right.
Hey, this is back when people had landlines, and you had a phone, and you answering somebody, hang up quick. You hit that *69, and it'll call their ass right back.
Right.
Remember Chappelle? I don't like people playing on my phone.
*67 blocked the number.
Real.
I keeps it real.
Like *73 was like the state lottery.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
I think so. I think my father worked for the phone company.
That's how we know, nigga. I let him.
And they gave out like magnets, so the magnets would be on the fridge, and then one day it was gone.
Stop playing on my phone.
I was like, "Where did the magnet go?" And they were like, "You're fucking running up the bill with all these *69s. We took it away." I'm like, "Yeah, but now I know what it is. I'm like taking the magnet away. Don't do shit."
Stop playing on my phone. Look, see, but that's what we do here on I.O.W. Sports. We started with one topic and literally just snowballed and
anything to get it off the Lakers.
Anything.
First of all, we weren't even talking about the Lakers. We were talking about the Celtics and Heat series. All right.
I know. I'm just fucking with you, man. I like to see you get emotional sometimes.
Look, it's already emotional enough that I got to look at that travesty of a Lakers organization. We just had, a winning season, a great little depiction of our franchise on HBO, which was a great show, by the way. Y'all need to check it out.
What is it?
Winning Time. Getting a look at it.
Or Winning Time, or something like that. What's
Winning
it called, Bones?
Winning Time.
Yeah, Winning Time. And it depicts pretty much the upstart of the Showtime Lakers in the 80s. All right.
Okay.
So we just had this great depiction of our franchise, and HBO did a magnificent job. I'm pretty sure that some of the real people are going to be mad as hell the way they were depicted. But yeah. And then you talk about
HBO Go.
Then you talk about the team wasn't even good enough to get into the play-in tournament. I'm talking about the tournament to get to the playoffs. You weren't even good enough to get in that. And
right.
The NBA has made it. They had with this play-in tournament. They had made it literally damn near impossible for you to miss the playoffs when you're a quote-unquote good team, and they made the impossible possible. So yes, I am emotional being a Lakers fan right now. Very emotional.
And this is the thing. This is the thing people understand as being a Lakers fan. It's the worst team to be a fan of because you're full your whole life. You go your whole life never missing the playoffs. All of a sudden, bam, you miss playoffs like 6 times. Mm-hmm. Like if you like 30, you miss playoffs like what, once, twice, I think. Until around Kobe time death, not literal death, but like freaking career death.
Oh, so
we missed playoffs like 5 times.
He said Kobe's career death.
Yeah, like once he like not literally
not his death was career death.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what he said.
Not his death was career death. I was like, what the
is he coming back? How many
lives? I mean, I had to mourn him twice, is what I'm telling you.
I was like, you said Kobe with Biggie and Tupac.
He died when Shaq left, and then he died when Powell left, and then he died when the year they were 19.
Gasol?
I don't know. I hate the Lakers, man. I'm just going with who was the number 2 guy. If you're going with the number 2 guy, you got to be Kobe. I love Shaq.
Wait.
Yeah, I like Shaq.
We've had a whole different argument.
Can we talk about breaking?
What you got, Nick?
Josh Donaldson got suspended for 1 game for calling Tim Anderson, who called himself the modern-day Jackie Robinson. He got suspended for 1 game for calling him Jackie.
Since you brought it up, let's talk about it.
And 10 minutes ago, Donaldson got put on the COVID list.
Well, he might have suspended me already on the list anyway.
Well, since we're there about the whole Josh Donaldson, Tim Anderson thing. Look, this is what I hate when I think this is a dividing type of situation right here. Because if Jeff Johnson said this is what I said, and Tim Anderson
Josh
says
Donaldson, man, don't even know the dude's name.
Josh Donaldson.
You said Jeff, didn't you?
No, I said Josh.
My bad. I swear to God, it sounded like Jeff on my.
Hey, now you just old as shit and can't hear worth the damn. You know.
I had to do the Stephen A. Smith. Get off the weed.
Get off the weed.
I'm not on it. My lighter died, so that's why.
The lighter died.
You have a gas stove?
You ain't no real weed smoker. See, we always find a way to smoke like something.
You can rub 2 sticks together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want no Boy Scout? You want no Boy
Sounds like
Scout?
a great night for you, Jamal.
Hey, Bones just got to rub his arms together.
Right.
Throw the X up.
I know you was an altar boy. You want a Boy Scout?
That's not a Boy Scout.
Oh, you an altar boy?
Yes.
Okay.
But you ain't mean altar boy in that way, motherfucker. I know you.
Is that hold on?
Yeah,
Is there another way to be an altar
boy.
boy? Like, is there a serious version of altar boy? Because the only version of altar boy I know is like the punchline for joke. So
Man, altar boy is nothing but a way to for the priest to collect people. That's all it's about.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Thank God, bro. I was 6'1" by the time 6th grade started, so they wanted nothing to do with me because I looked like a man.
So you saying you never got touched by the priest? Is that what you saying?
Never.
So
no, I was 6'1" in 6th grade, and the head priest was like 5'4".
So she know it's bad when you so ugly the priest don't want to touch you.
I hope your chair breaks. I'll take that as a compliment. I would rather have that joke than the PTSD. Yeah, spit all over your computer, bitch. Yeah, that's right. You swallow. You nothing out of your mouth.
Wow.
So since you're an altar boy, is that why you like naturally cough that way?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because I can.
Oh God, I can't. This is
now. What are you saying about this?
Our Father who bow before me. No.
All right, to reel this back in, to the situation with Tim Anderson and Josh Donaldson. Look, I need to see all the evidence. Look, the baseball diamond has 1 million mics on it. I'm pretty sure one of them caught it. And they got 1 million cameras in the stadium, some on the field, some in the stadium. Somebody had to catch something. A microphone had to call something. Let me get all the evidence. MLB's making a decision to go ahead and suspend him now. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely, when you start throwing races and racism out there, and look,
I don't know, man.
Let me finish this point though. I know you're gonna say, but
racist if Tim Anderson never said it, then it could be as a racial epithet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, Jackie, go ahead. You know what I mean? But when you've called yourself Jackie Robinson, the modern day Jackie Robinson, and you and Anderson and Donaldson have had those discussions previously and poked at it, don't get mad now because you're caught up in your feelings from last week and you're like, oh, now I'm going to get him. I'm going to call him a racist.
But no,
like
see,
now,
here's the thing. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Now I'm not being like now you're not being racist by saying now you're making fun of him for saying that about himself.
Exactly.
It's a completely different
sarcasm. Like, who the hell do you think you are?
All right, Jackie. Like, that's not offensive.
Yeah.
No,
You want to be the modern day Jackie Robinson?
Right.
Go play in Boston because they still drop N-bombs on their own players out there.
They do.
They do.
On their own players?
Yes, they do.
Anyone. I don't care, man.
They don't care. I'm gonna say this though, but what we missing is he never said that was racist. Tony La Russa called it racist, and I think that's.
Tony don't know the history of it, so Tony probably.
I'm just saying, but that's here's my thing about that. When he was first talking, he just said how he didn't like it, and he was like when Tim had said what he said, hey, I thought we was cool, blah blah blah, and then he came back with, no, we ain't cool like that, boom 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 boom, and they kind of kept it at that. Then La Russa jumped in and said he made a racist comment, and I think that it wasn't his place to say that.
I agree with you right there.
He shouldn't have said that.
And that's where I agree with you at, Mel, because I never once heard Tim Anderson say, hey, I took that as a racist comment.
He just said he just didn't like it.
He said he just didn't like the comment.
Right. And he might have been, like you said, like Nick said, he might have been butthurt, and everything.
About the slide last week.
About the slide and everything,
about it. And
so he got mocked, and he might have been upset about that.
Yes.
And I think that's where it went. But then Tony La Russa put him in a bad place by saying it's racist. Now he got to decide, should I respond to that? Stick by my coach? Because I was out here and the media grab hold, and now it's this big snowball effect. That's why I said La Russa shouldn't even said that.
And my thing about La Russa saying it's racist, like my thing is,
it's not his place.
One, is not his place, and there's been a couple of questionable thoughts about La Russa.
Oh yeah.
So my thing is, like, the vessel that's saying that is being racist is not the right vessel throwing that word out.
Let me say this. Here's my thing, and it don't matter what color you're talking about, but if you are a part of a certain community and someone says something to you that can be quote unquote taken in a racist way, it's up to that person, that community to decide whether or not it's racist or not nobody outside the community. And I think that if he would have said, okay, I felt like it's racist, then La Russa said it, then it wouldn't have been a problem because he just backing up what he felt. I don't think, personally, I don't think it, for what I know, it didn't seem like a racist comment.
Me neither.
With that context that we have,
it's got to be derogatory. Where's the derogatory in it? Something can be racial without being racist. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not anytime you mention color, it's racist. It's right, but people are so quick to fire that word off nowadays.
Yeah, now break that down some, Nick, because people might take. What do you mean by that?
You're semi-wrong.
You can say something. I can. We've done it on the show. We have a discussion. We talk about something black. I make a comment. I'm not being racist, but we're discussing something racial, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't be on the show anymore if it was racist, but we discussed race.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're the Tony La Russa type, oh, that's racist. No, you can talk about color. You can talk about things and not have it be in a derogatory manner. But now it's certain days with the internet and how people want to. They want to.
Well, I
discredit people. They want to discredit someone right away and make their take and their view look like it's offensive when it's not, because maybe they don't have a retort to it.
I want to hear Mike have to say. Go ahead, Mike.
You're kind of right, but you're kind of wrong. You're 100% right, but the way you're wording is wrong, because like it can be taken misconstrued that when you're saying that something has to be derogatory, because there are definitely compliments you can say that are just stereotypical and racist in yourself, as if you could say like I'm stronger or faster than you because I'm black. I know that's not what you mean.
I saw your arms. You're definitely not stronger.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. That's a good point.
But like I know what you mean. And I forgot what else I was going to say.
I never really do that. I'm painting.
You're 100% right too. Like you kind of, if you're not acknowledging that we have different cultural differences, then like the whole I don't see color thing is bullshit. And like, that in itself is a problem. So like I need you to acknowledge that we are slightly different in certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there are. When I'm painting with a broad brush right now, we can break it down to certain instances.
Right.
I think if you have common sense and you're not, divisive, like all the time, you can have a discussion with someone. And if we've done it here with the show, like I said, like we've talked about things that are racial, it doesn't make it racist.
Right, and I agree with that.
If I say, Mike, you're a black man, some people would be like, oh, that's racist.
He mentioned black.
Exactly, but there are people out there who look to divide it right away and say, I'm a white man, I can't say that you're black. You know what I mean? There are people out there like that. We've seen it on the internet.
Did you say he burnt white?
I don't know, man, but it looked like a bunch of guys nutted on his shoulder. What's up with that shirt?
I've been waiting on that. I've been waiting on that joke the whole time. When I realized I was there, I was like, "Dang, am I gonna get through the whole show?"
The flames were on you.
I got mold my face made, getting ready for Comic Con. My wife about to make me look like Voldemort. So I got this whole thing on my face, and I forgot that I had like the stuff on my
You
shoulder.
were sitting lower, and the flame was blocking your shoulder a lot. And now I'm looking at it when you're sitting upright. I'm like, oh my lord!
And I realized I'm like,
Speaking of cream pie,
let's go see how long if I can make it to the end of the show.
Hey, everybody! Hey, that is the result of bukkake right there.
And just to make it full circle, we don't know if that's a white guy's load, a black guy's load. We don't know. You're
just a load.
You're encompassing every load.
I'm pretty tall.
Come one, come all, literally.
I'm pretty tall, so I doubt that white guy was getting up that high.
Fucking racist. What if they were standing on the car behind you?
Hey, but you know what, man? And here's my thing. In the climate that we are in today, there are things that Matt is referencing to that stories need to be made to bring attention to. And I'm not saying that as in a good way, because in certain entertainment spaces, good or negative publicity, as long as people are talking about it, it's a subject that eyes are going to be on to. Right. And so, they're going to be times. Now, go ahead, Bones.
This is the kind of thing that make our grievances look fucking stupid, though.
Yes. Oh my God, I was thinking the same thing.
Right. This type of shit, like they cry about everything type shit.
Yeah, oh my God, you so right. I hate stuff like this.
You glitched out.
This type of thing that makes our grievances look stupid. It's like the type of thing that makes it look like we cry about everything because now we're upset about this thing.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that. That's why I hate when they do stuff like this. Because then when we have a legitimate argument, they'll point back to something like this and say, "Hey, y'all see how y'all make everything look racist."
So like it waters down like the situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I could agree with that.
I agree with that. And I think this should have been kept between them and then squashed and kept it moving.
But come on. We talk about how Major League Baseball is, you can make an argument, is fourth in the majority sports here in America. Obviously, we know football is one, NBA is king. You can make a debate whether NHL and MLB is next, all right?
What? I can put NCAA football above it? I can put NCAA basketball above it?
No, but
I'm talking
about professional sports. I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
What'd you say, Mike?
I mean, the Oakland Stadium looks on par with the WNBA.
I can't go in NASCAR, bro. I can't go in NASCAR.
WNBA might be drawing more people than they are in Oakland.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all joking, but you're all making my point that MLB of the major sports entities, you can make a debate where it's at. It's nowhere close to the top. So, I wouldn't put it past them why they got out to the media. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Just to clarify what I said earlier, calling him Jackie, that's racial because Jackie was black, Tim is black, right? But there's no derogatory negative tone in it to make it racist.
That we know of.
I don't even.
That we know of. We don't know.
If I call myself Brett Favre and Lamar, you and me have a little dispute, and you go, "Okay, Brett," that's not a racist comment. That's just be like, "All right, I'm being sarcastic with you because I'm not taking you credible with the shit you said."
Yeah,
that's just man-to-man shit. That ain't racist.
I'm gonna give y'all.
I wouldn't, and I don't view it that way.
I'm gonna give y'all an example.
And I don't even like Josh Donaldson being on the Yankees, so I'm definitely not being a homer and defending him because I will be on record that I did not want that trade. I do not like the guy. I think he's been a dick everywhere he's gone. So I'm not gonna blindly defend him because he's wearing the shirt of the team that I like.
So speak on that. So if he's like a well-known asshole, then do you not think that plays a?
But every baseball team has that. I don't think I haven't followed his career much, but I know he's been an antagonist.
Yeah. Right there. That's what I'm getting at. This is where I'm at with this whole situation because Josh Donaldson is an antagonist. He's been known to be an antagonist in the Major League Baseball world.
Right.
So,
but it's something
that don't make him racist, though.
But no.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
calling Josh Donaldson racist. I'm saying
Okay.
this is a way for a story or pretty much a guy. He can easily be like the Rasheed Wallace of the Major League Baseball or the Draymond Green that takes
Oh
the
no, Rasheed
passion.
Wallace was a racist.
No, but I'm talking about like they take the heat. They like bring it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll take the heat.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
And he's been that guy, right? Like he's been the guy that he's like a Christian Leitner. If he's on your team, you
I
like
have to bring him up
because it's the number one guy like that I always refer to with this statement.
Okay, go
He's
ahead.
the guy that if he's on your team, you love him, but if you're playing against him, you
can't
wish
stand
nothing
that.
but the worst things in the world.
Ron Tessa has been a better example.
Yeah.
Josh Donaldson has been that asshole, but the fact that Josh and even Tim referenced it, that they've made these references in the past, I don't think now you overreact because the slide and you tried to block third base the other day. I don't think now you escalated to that. And like you guys said earlier, it's more on La Russa, who may have not known the backstory between the two of them and threw that out there. But Tim wasn't the first one to throw it out there.
La Russa should have kept his mouth quiet and been like, I will back my player for whatever he feels. And
left
it at that.
98 mile an hour fastball into his back, right?
I'll say this though, I have never had a conversation with a white person who wasn't racist.
Streak continues, bitch.
But let me say this. So we had a Jewish guy.
How the fuck you gonna try to follow that shit, motherfucker?
We had a Jewish guy at my job, right?
I will never miss another late night show again, motherfucker.
We had a Jewish guy at my job. He literally cut his mustache like Hitler.
Does he own the business?
No.
See, that's like a racist.
So one of the black dishwashers said to him, "Man, you look like Hitler." They fired him for that and said it was a racist comment. That's how's that racist? He cut his mustache like Hitler, and he literally looks like Hitler. He didn't say you was acting like Hitler. He didn't say that he just said you look like Hitler. Yeah. That's not a racist comment to me.
But
no, you see, because we automatically go to that because Hitler was a bad person.
Hey, I'm glad you brought this example up because the way you say it, this seems like almost similar situation.
What's the context behind it? Now, if you didn't hear no any context about him cutting his mustache into looking like Hitler.
Wait, but I don't. You probably don't know this, Mel. But did he get fired because the guy is Jewish?
He got fired.
He got fired because
he got fired for two reasons. He got fired for two reasons. He got fired one because they didn't like him, and then two he got.
So
Antonio Brown.
Right. And the other reason why he got fired is because when anytime you say something,
way of exiting, y'all.
Right. And that anytime you say something, mentioning somebody being Jewish or Hitler like that, people get nervous. So they say, "Oh, we gotta let him go."
Yeah.
So both of those kind of things. But to me, and I argue with the people all day long about it. It wasn't racial because that's what he looked like. One thing is don't come here, and I tell people all the time, you can't be bringing people looking funny and expect me not to say nothing because I'm gonna say something. That's what I do. But I'm saying, but to me, I don't think it was racist.
Do you remember years ago? I'll never forget this. My ex-wife was pregnant with Nikki. We were at the doctor's office.
I'm just surprised you got pussy, but go ahead.
I'll do it to you too, bitch.
And you're right, Matt. Go ahead.
There was a Hanes commercial, and Michael Jordan was on an airplane doing a Hanes commercial. And he had the Hitler mustache. And I sat there and I went, "What the fuck?" And then, I did that in the lobby with all pregnant. They all turned and looked at the TV. I'm like, man, if there's anybody that could ever make the Hitler mustache come back into fashion, it's Michael Jordan.
Right.
And one lady got really offended. And I'm like, but he has it. He's wearing it.
Right, right.
So I've been there.
But I don't think that was racial.
No, it's not. I mean, I guess you could say it's insensitive, right, for what Jewish people.
You can say that. Now, I can say I'll agree with that. It's maybe a little
Definitely
insensitive.
And in a workplace, to say that somebody who's Jewish looks like Hitler, the company is definitely going to protect himself and can't.
Trust
you
me,
make that
Nick.
comment out in the park or out on the street,
Nick,
someone might laugh it off.
I'm not disagreeing with you, and all those points you're saying are valid. But to me, and like I said to them, it's not racial because he never said anything about his race. He's having to point out that he looks like a person who has to be, like Matt said, a horrible human being. Hitler was, you can argue all day long, say Hitler was a horrible human being, and probably
argue all day long.
I'm just saying, most people won't disagree with you.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say it's racist. It's knowing that he's Jewish. I will. And
it's insensitive.
Culturally insensitive. Yes.
And I think that's a better term for it. I agree with you on that.
It's culturally insensitive.
Right.
There's a difference between being insensitive and being racist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I just didn't like him because I thought he was a bitch. I ain't got nothing to be not liking because he's Jewish.
Matt just brought something up, saying that Dwayne Haskins is legally drunk when he got struck.
Oh wow! Why they bring that out? Why did it have to be brought out though?
I mean, it's not like he was drunk running in the middle of the road. He was on the shoulder, from my understanding. So.
Still, that had nothing to me. That has nothing to do with it.
Like you said, domino effect, right? Like you could say, well, why was his car ran out of gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why was driving a car if you're not drinking and driving? This don't happen. But the guy's dead. What are we gonna do?
Just let him rest in peace.
Yeah,
that's why here. Why tarnish?
Right?
Yeah, it's a tragedy.
Anybody with his car, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I think that's
go that route.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can ever show me one person who hasn't drank and drive in their life, I'll show you a liar.
That is true. Because
nobody's.
I would not confirm or deny.
We've all been stupid. I will give this younger, for someone who drove with Uber for a couple of years, I will give this younger crowd credit, man. They've grown up with the Uber and Lyft, and they are much more likely to take that than older people are. You'll have 70-year-old people who go to the VFW and drink from noon until they close at 8 and drive home every day. But the younger crowd will take it. So hopefully that's something that we see numbers go down throughout the years.
Right.
That's just our little I.O.W. PSA for today.
Okay, Captain, go ahead and move it on forward.
Yeah, Captain. No, we didn't went through all kind of circles and all over the place. We didn't even get to the other NBA playoffs series. So you had 2 games this past weekend that we didn't see. Yeah, I saw that. Why drink and drive when you can smoke weed and fly?
So how if I have a bowl, what do I do? Put the bowl over like the stove to heat it up? Or?
No, bro,
I've been wanting to smoke. I've had a packed bowl and the freaking thing died.
You got a gas lighter, a gas stove, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you can
just turn the bowl and let it light it and then hit it.
You can either do that or instead of getting your face so close to it, once you get like you can make a torch out of something.
Right.
And use it like a match and hit your bowl.
All right, I'll be right back.
I gotta
pee and get beer anyway.
See, that's how I know that you don't smoke a lot, bro. You're such a rookie.
I don't.
Bro.
I don't.
You rookie.
I don't smoke a lot. That's why I come to you professionals for help. I'll be right back.
I will always look out for you. Yeah, this guy right here. But
I think he smokes bowls of pipe. He like putting things in his mouth. But go ahead.
No, because I got a bowl pack right here, and I was about to hit it because
he said you got a Bible rolling papers. Oh wow.
I'm not gonna touch the Bible, man. I'll let you have that. But rolling papers, yes, I got those too. I just don't feel like rolling one up right now. But no, like I said, we've been all over the place today. And when you add Bones, Boney homie, he's a character of his own, so we all over the place.
While he's going out stepping.
So we talk about Steph and them.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a game Friday and they had a game Sunday since the last time we had a show.
Right.
Um, how you think of this series? It's up 3-0. It's
It's
looking
over
like
with, bro.
it's
It's
over.
over with. It's over with, bro. You know
So
what I'm
tomorrow
saying?
night is done.
I ain't saying it's done, but Dallas ain't winning the series. They definitely not winning the series. Golden State have made a lot of mistakes and they still couldn't capitalize on it. Now let me know the series over. I mean, game one, what was it, 15 turnovers? Dallas couldn't win a game. Game two, more turnovers. Missed shot, a lot of missed shots in the first quarter by Golden State and in the second quarter. Still couldn't capitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, Luka scored 40. Still can't capitalize. I mean, what else is there to do? If you're Dallas, I mean, they may get one, but they're not winning this series because Golden State is finding ways to win. Wiggins is getting off. I like how they keep people. They keeping people in front of Luka, keeping people at Luka, and then Wiggins on offense is attacking Luka because he's a liability on defense.
Oh,
So they got a game plan for Dallas that Dallas cannot overcome.
and so I remember going into this series, we all talked about the keys to victory, and I said, let Luka get whatever he wants, but you need to shut down Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie.
Mm-hmm.
So last night was the perfect storm for Dallas. Dinwiddie gets 26, Jalen Brunson gets 20, Luka gets 40, and it's still not enough.
But see, here's another thing too. You look at Brunson, right? He can score. I like him. But because he's so small, he's a liability on defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the players that he's gonna be guard are gonna be either taller or bigger than him.
Yeah.
They can just turn and shoot on him, bag him down.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that. I mean, I like him as a scorer. Don't get me wrong. He can score. He's gonna get you some points.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that Golden State is too much for him. And they did not even the star players, quote unquote star players, they ain't really getting off. It's the supporting cast.
Well, I'll say this. Steph's been doing his thing.
But Steph been doing his things towards the end. In most of the games, it's been like the late third quarter or the fourth quarter. Steph he'll start picking up. I mean, game three, he kind of was a little consistent.
Now Clay's been the one that I think that fits that bill the most because he's been horrific in the first half. Yeah, and about second half, midway through the third, he'll start picking it up, and he'll get to his 19-20. Like I gotta say it. The most impressive Golden State Warrior to me so far has been Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins has been a dog. I mean, he's been a dog, bro. That dunk.
Oh my gosh.
That dunk was ridiculous, bro.
And by the way, Luka tried to flop on that shit. Anyway.
Yeah, that dunk right there, they should have been like, all right, y'all can have game 4. We out. We out. For real.
I know you're saying Jordan pulled Jamel, but he kind of had a very pedestrian game last night. I think Jordan.
Overall, if you're talking about the playoffs in general, then you can add Jordan.
No, I'm talking about this whole series.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm talking about what Jamel's saying.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Saying.
Yeah, Looney too has been.
Kevin Looney has been phenomenal. His rebounding has been phenomenal. His defense has been phenomenal.
The ball movement. The Warriors is just showing that they're a better team.
Oh, point blank period.
Oh no, it worked. I saw Matt's comment. It worked. I got the ball. So, but somebody gave me these things. Cones. I might have to use a cone, and then I can like that by the.
Yeah, all you got to do is stuff, bro. You had that the whole time?
I totally forgot about it just now.
What are you doing? Oh, that's such a rookie move. So, all right. So since you got
I'm not even 2 months into the league yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying since you got cones, you don't need a bowl. Like just stuff.
I like the bowl though.
I know you do, but you don't have a lighter. So until you get a lighter,
I got to adjust.
Yeah, you can adjust, but I'm saying it's much easier. You got the cones, like just break your buds up and stuff, and then you got a gas lighter. You can light a blunt or
just go to the store and get some matches.
Oh my gosh! This rookie. I'm gonna have to give you the. I'm gonna have to
Matt
give you the
said he isn't
Bible.
a rookie; he's still a prospect.
He's in summer league ball.
Right, that's the league.
He in some winter league ball and shit. You know, playing when it's cold. But no, look,
No joke, man.
Golden State is just too good overall as a team.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man, they're
So,
well
dude-
constructed, huh?
I said 5, but shit, it might be done tomorrow, man.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they sweep
Oh, it's
them, but
3-0?
Yeah, they're
3-0.
3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised they sweep them, but I think Dallas probably win one. I just think they might win this next game, just for
Wouldn't it be
shits and
great
giggles.
if they came back and they blew the first team in NBA history to blow 3-1 and 3-0. I know it's
Yeah.
not probable, but still. A boy can dream.
But I'm saying,
Well,
but
Go
what's
ahead.
the evidence about that, Jermaine, that you think they might get one? Because right now, I'm not seeing anything that shows any signs of Dallas even getting one.
Because even though, like I said earlier about Golden State making those mistakes and Dallas not capitalized, Game 4 could be the time they capitalize those mistakes. It can happen.
There
You
it
know.
is. And that's that. But they haven't done nothing to combat this. Look at Matt's comment. Where's your
Yeah, I saw
total
that.
depth of this squad?
They have super depth on their squad. I don't disagree with that.
And they lost
But-
Peyton, right?
Yeah, they lost Peyton. They might have lost some man that got
Otto
hurt
Porter.
yesterday. Otto Porter. Yeah, and they still got depth. I mean, I'm liking the Warriors. Don't get me wrong. And you know, they like I said, they sweep them. I won't be surprised, but something just tells me that they might Dallas might just win Game 4 and the Warriors just win in San Francisco in Game 5.
Wilson.
Right.
Like Will
Like
Chamberlain,
Will
bro.
Chamberlain.
He looked just like him. And he might
Call
need to go on-
Lil Wilt.
he might need to go on Maury before Maury shuts down his show for good and go
Right.
see what's up with it and like get some kind of DNA test with some family member somewhere on that gene line.
He better ask his mama, you
compare.
being Wilt?
No, he might ask his grandma.
His grandma. You been with Wilt?
I just had a fantastic comment. I'm going to share it with you guys. I got an alert about the Donaldson thing from Dave and Chop made a post.
Mhm.
And a buddy of mine, Mark, made a comment. I thought he was out because he tested positive for COVID. I was like, yeah, he's sick of MLB shit.
Sick of that MLB shit.
Hey, man, 2 puffs and daddy's alive.
So let me ask you this though, Lamar and
Yeah,
Nick.
go ahead.
Golden State wins the championship this year. Dynasty?
Oh, they haven't won one, what, 3 years? Ooh, that almost tipped over.
So what do you consider? They win 2
I
more.
think
Dynasty.
Well, they won 3 in the 20.
This would be Curry's 4th ring,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be Corey's 4th.
And here's 4.
and he hasn't won one in what? Since what? 2018?
Yeah, I'm about to
17?
look it up. I'm about to go look it up.
Yeah, I got that was a long time ago. That wasn't that long ago. Well, like he won one like in 2009 or
In
something.
dynasties, you think a 3-peat. I mean, a dynasty to me is a 3-peat. I don't know if anybody else.
Well, I see. I disagree. I think if you can win a certain amount of championships with basically the same team, why wouldn't that be a dynasty? You still
That's a
and
lower end. I think you
in
need the
between
3-peat.
that, in between that though, Nick, you're showing that you still are a great team, and not like you just completely fall off, and then you come back. You still great. You still a great team. You just didn't win it those years, and you still compete. And I think that makes you a dynasty.
That's a lower
I
end.
mean, three-peat
Like, if it's
peats
not
are
a
rare.
3-peat for me.
3-peats
I
are
know
rare,
that's
though.
what makes those dynasties elite. I'll say it's a lower end dynasty. They
Okay.
have longevity. Like I think that would
That's
be a
still a
word I would
dynasty
be
to
more
me.
comfortable
Longevity
using.
still makes you a dynasty to me.
All
If you
right,
look
so
at okay, go ahead, Lamar.
all right, so they won the finals in 2015 when they beat LeBron, injured Kyrie, injured Kevin Love.
Love, yeah.
They won, man. Come on.
No.
You gotta get all
no,
that. They won.
no, but I'm saying, all right, so that's 2014.
And LeBron still won a game without without Love and Kyrie, which is like
Right.
the most impressive thing ever.
All right. 2015, they lost the finals to Cleveland.
Right. They were in the finals though, but they're still in the finals.
Hey, no,
That was the 3-1.
I'm just laying it out to you.
No, I'm kind of speaking to everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that choke is what hurts the dynasty the most. If they don't choke there, legit dynasty, I'd say the word right now. But that choke hurts. As much as the wins and the rings stack up, that choke performance, I think, really hurts.
So let me ask you this. So you think they can never overcome the choke? Say they win 3 more. The choke still plays a part in that?
Yeah, but they would have won 3 in a row if they didn't choke. It would have been a legit.
Well,
dynasty.
I'm saying, okay, that's over with. We can't do that about that. I'm saying now, if they win 3 more, does the choke
they win
still play
3 in a row now?
Or just 3 more, period? So you saying it has to be in a row?
I said for me.
Okay. I mean, that's your opinion. So yeah, it's cool.
I think the legit elite dynasties have been 3 or more in a row.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, but we got to lay it all out. So 2014, they win the finals. 2015, they lose the finals. 2016, they win the finals. 2017, they win the finals. 2018, they lose in the finals. Missed 2019 playing tournament, they lost. 2020, same thing. 2021, now
Their play was out and Steph hurt his wrist, right?
Yeah. So because that Jamel said they completely fell off. I don't think that's a completely fall. You want to talk about 2 years that they went in the finals.
No, you got 18, 19. You got 19, 20, 21. You got 3 straight years. They were
3 straight years. Okay, I don't think that's a fall off.
Well, no,
we got 1 year.
2, 3, 4. They went to the finals 5 straight years. From 2014 on to 2014 and 2019, they went to the finals 5 straight years. So if you're talking about between 2019,
right?
They may have lost there, but you're talking.
That's why I'll say it's a lower end dynasty. If you want to put the word in there, it's a lower end. I can't put them up there with the Bulls. I can't put them up there.
No. I won't
what the Bulls did, I think what the Bulls did is
it will never be touched.
It'll never be touched, or it'll be hard to touch that. It's a whole different, because now the talent is more spread out than it was then.
I switch teams too much.
Yeah, so I think that'll never be touched. So
if Jordan never gambled, it would have been 8 in a row, maybe more, because they would have all stayed together and tried to hit.
Okay,
I think it'd been 8 in a row.
That's fine. But my thing is like, I think you have to redefine it because the game's been redefined. So you want to say lower end dynasty? Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying you still have to give.
It's barely in the conversation for me, but 3 out of 4. Yeah, if you're gonna call the Dallas Cowboys a dynasty in the '90s,
who the hell will say that? Oh, you talking about in the '90s? Okay, talk about now.
No, they won 2 with Jimmy Johnson, then the 49ers won 1, and then they won the one with Switzer.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's talk about now.
Nick Switzer played baseball. All right, I was getting the names mixed up.
Switzer, sweet.
So for me,
go ahead.
You're talking about a 10-year span. It's not even been a 10-year span of that they've had that success. But if you really want to go for a 10-year span from 2012 to 2022, I mean, they were in the playoffs every year, but 2 years, and that 5-year final run, winning 3. I would consider them a dynasty of this 10-year time lapse of the NBA, is because they have been a consistent team.
They always have a conversation,
or winning it, or in the conversation. Only by that matter. Now, if you're comparing them to '90s Bulls, no way.
But I would compare them to '90s Bulls because I don't think any team can be compared to that.
Oh no, but hold on. If you compare them to even '80s Lakers or '80s Celtics, I wouldn't even consider them in the same boat.
Let me throw an asterisk on my comment.
Okay, go ahead.
For today's game, with how much free agents flip-flop and move, yes, you consider it a dynasty for this generation, but it's like the Roger Maris getting more games and then having the asterisk for breaking Babe Ruth's home run record, right?
Right.
The game has changed. The era is different. For this era, yes, they can be considered a dynasty. But all-time NBA, I don't think you look at it the same way. Does that make sense?
Okay, I go with that. I mean, I'm not trying to disagree or agree. I'm just trying to put it out there for discussion.
Oh no, yeah.
That's
You know,
interesting. That's
yeah.
interesting what Jamel
'Cause
put up. I didn't know this. They're undefeated in the Western Conference Finals. I didn't know that.
I mean, here's what I say.
We need a Facebook fact checker. No.
I agree with Nick. What you just said,
Jamel.
Nick.
I didn't know that, Jamel. Very good point.
I agree with what you just said, Nick. I will go with that. You know, I can't compare them to the Bulls or
Yeah.
or the Celtics or the Lakers at that point. You know, of the past. Game is different.
And I'm actually getting mad at myself because I'm thinking more about it. I never really put much thought into this, but now like the wheels are turning.
Mm-hmm.
You could flip the argument the other way and say that it's more impressive to have a dynasty nowadays with how much people change teams. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you were bad after the bad boys fell off, right? The way the game was structured back then, it was harder to. You couldn't just rebuild overnight. You couldn't go throw out $300 million in one offseason and
Right.
your roster.
Right.
So your fall off was longer.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you free up some cap room. You can go get 3 max contracts, and you rebuild your team overnight.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like the more I'm thinking about it, like I can make the argument either way that it's more impressive now to keep getting there, and it's more impressive keeping Curry and Thompson for all these years and Draymond.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When do you ever see a team keep 3 guys together in the NBA for a long amount of time?
Honestly, as long as you got those 3, I think they stay
got a
in the
chance.
conversation.
Let me ask you this.
They drafted
Now-
well. Like I've compared.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Nick. They draft, but
Yeah.
the Golden State Warriors draft better than any other team in the NBA. Period.
They're the new San Antonio Spurs. The
Yes.
Spurs were there every year. The Spurs were never picking in the lottery. They were never getting a top 3 pick after Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
But they found Tony Parker. They found Ginobili. They found Kawhi. They found all of these guys who ended up being superstars and household names with NBA fans. And now you look at what the Warriors are doing with drafting Peyton, with drafting Poole,
Right.
with acquiring Wiggins, which people have shit on.
It
But
looks like
now
it's
look.
the best move. It looks
Right,
like
now
it's
look.
the best move.
That's a former number 1 overall pick.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And they
So-
got him
Let
for
me-
cheap. They got him for cheap too.
Mm-hmm.
It was
So
like
now,
3 years, 93 was left
But
on the deal, and they got him.
They got him. They got him relatively cheap. People they gotta realize, like, when you look at the construction
that's
of
true.
the Warriors, they
Go ahead.
take
I wanna
away.
answer that.
But I'm saying take away Kevin Durant.
Mhm.
That's there's literally not. Wiggins has been a good acquisition, but everything else has been built through the draft.
Yeah.
Look, KD chose to go there. They didn't need KD. Let's be.
They also
let's be-
wanted him too. They wanted him really
Oh,
bad.
of course they may have wanted him, but they didn't need him. Look, wants and needs are 2 different things, and we all know that as men, wants and needs are totally different. So
sometimes mine's the kind of the same.
no,
Let me answer this one here. Jamel, you say they didn't find Kawhi. They traded for him. Who the hell was Kawhi before the Spurs, though?
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, they found him and they made him, right? Because he was nothing. Maybe I'm wrong, but from my knowledge and my history, Kawhi was not anywhere near.
Kawhi had a
an
good
all-star
name coming out of San
superstar.
Diego State, bro. He had a cool little name coming out of
Who
San
did,
Diego.
but what did he do in the NBA before the Spurs? I don't even
No.
know where they got him from.
No, they drafted him, but I'm saying like Kawhi's name was
No, Jamel's saying they traded for him.
Yeah, he's a pacer. He said he's a pacer.
Oh, that probably was like a draft day trade because I don't think he ever suited up for Indiana.
It's like Kobe for the
It's
Magic.
different. If it's a trade for the guy before he plays a game, you still found him, right? Like you believed in him. But
George
you know,
Hill for him. Okay.
Did Kawhi ever play for the Pacers, or was it before? Because I thought Kawhi was a rookie with the Spurs. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I thought he was too.
No, that's what he's saying. It was a draft day trade.
Oh,
And
so
Jordan,
then they
yeah.
still found him, right? Like they didn't draft him, but they knew like we got to do what we can to get this guy. This guy's going to fit what we do.
Right. So let me ask you this:
What you got?
what is a championship for the Warriors this year do for Curry and his legacy? It doesn't even move. Doesn't even affect his legacy, win or lose.
I think it solidifies him as of this point as top 10, maybe top 8 of all time.
Ooh.
Is that win or lose? Or you saying with a win?
I thought you said with a win.
I know. I'm saying. I'm now following up with this question.
I mean, with a loss, what is it? He's 11. Like he's right on the doorstep. He's not jumping up 30 spots. Like he's if not in the top 10 conversation, he's like knocking on the door with the door cracked open. Like it's gonna happen. You know, I think another title expedites it. If not, by next year, we're saying he's there.
What about you, Lamar?
Are you talking about as in point guard or top 10 player?
Either or.
Oh no, top 10 of all time.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page of what we're ranking. Yeah. So Nick's going top 10 all time. That's what you're saying.
I'd say right now, if like I had to put a list together, like maybe that's something for a midnight show. Like,
no, don't trust me. I was going to do that.
I know you are. I get, you know, when you look at Curry, I think right now, without putting the names out in front of me, and don't forget, I do not put big men in. Yeah, he's top 10 because I don't put big men. I don't put post players in with perimeter guys. Fair. That's me.
No. Look,
how do you compare LT to Joe Montana?
I get what you're saying because here it's all subjective. So, however the criteria you set for your list, it's all good. Just
he's top 10. He's probably 8 or 9 right now if there's no big men in it. With big men, he's probably about 11 or 12.
Okay,
but he's gonna have some serious numbers, and it's gonna be when he's done probably a discussion about top 5. If he wins 2 more rings, like you can start having the discussion above Kobe, above Bird.
Whoa!
If he gets all these points,
but listen to this.
And he reinvented the game. He's like
not only that, the records that he breaking are his own.
For the most part,
think about that.
You know
what I'm saying?
Topping himself,
right? So he plays play another 5-6 years and keeps this pace up. That's impressive, man.
I mean, the 3-point record will be.
He never played a game. First of all,
he never played a game for the Pacers.
That's obliterated.
He's shooting from the logo, bro.
I know he is. And look, you got to understand. When I did my first quick wild card rant was about Steph Curry when he broke the 3-point record,
right?
And people got to understand that, what he is doing. And one thing that I don't want people to forget about Steph Curry is he's not just a 3-point shooter. He gets to the cup, and he gets to the cup. He gets there to the cup with ease.
Yeah,
he has great dribbling skills, great passing skills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is he a liability on defense? But because of his size, not because of his effort. And I need people to realize the difference in that, because he may not have the size to defend a lot of good shooting guards.
But that's not his game. That's why they bring in other guys to do it. That's why
that's what Clay's there
Clay's
for.
Pippen, right? I've said this a million times.
Yes.
Clay's
Pippen.
Clay takes the defensive thing. Poole and Peyton will take the defensive thing. And they'll put Curry on the guy to just save his energy.
Exactly. But I want people tonight to really look at his game, and it's not because he doesn't give effort on defense, because he does.
Yeah, he gets steals and stuff. They might be.
He's a pickpocketer. He will pocket your pickets.
He would do what, nigga?
Pockets. He will pick your pockets.
Peter Piper pick a pepper.
Peter Piper pick a pepper.
Just to be clear, that was not Mel that said that. That was not Nick Donald. That was.
He threw me off with that.
Let me go off the list. Let me ask you guys this.
Go ahead.
All time.
Mm-hmm.
Is he better than Jerry West?
I've never seen Jerry West play, so I can't really say.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll say
You would say the same thing about Oscar, right? Like you never saw him.
Yeah, I haven't really seen. I mean, I saw highlights, but I haven't really seen him play to give a real fair assessment of them too.
Is he better than KD? All time.
Better shooter.
I don't think he's a better overall player.
Okay.
He's a better shooter, but I think he's a better overall player.
All right.
I don't think he's a better overall player. I don't think he's a better overall player. He's a better shooter, but I think he'll better. I don't think he's a better overall player.
All right, so you're both saying Curry over Durant?
No, I'm saying
Nah,
I'll give the edge to KD, but I don't think it's not like it's a great advantage.
Ooh, that's actually a
Because
good.
now you're
That's a
looking
good
at
question.
I guess it depends on your preference, right? Do you want the
Right.
guy with the ball in his hand, the little guy, or do you want the unicorn?
right.
And that's what I'm saying.
And really, if you look at it
They
from
both unicorns, if you really want to look at it.
Well, let me
if
say
you look
this.
at it from a skill
When they play
standpoint.
together, KD has 2 Finals MVPs.
Hey, and that's
Didn't
fine.
win one when he had Curry.
Hold on. Before you go there, wait a minute. Let me say this.
Hey,
The
'cause
way
hold
the
on.
team was constructed,
I threw the grenade.
Yeah, you did, motherfucker.
I mean, you gotta look at. I guess that's kind of like a
Hey,
Go ahead, Lamar.
Go ahead, because I got the rebuttal for whatever you guys say. I got the perfect rebuttal. Go ahead.
No, because I think
My rebuttal to you is fuck you, Nick.
Can we take that banner off my face?
I'm going.
It's helping us out.
Yeah, it's helping us out. It's helping our viewers thing because they got to look at your hideous ass.
You're blocking my son, bro. You ain't blocking me. Damn, bro. Taking shots at the kid.
I'm gonna respect little Nicky and take it off. But once again, fuck you, Nick, and go ahead, Lamar.
Me the fuck out, because I know what it means when you say I'm gonna take it off. Run, kid, run! Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I'm not Catholic. I don't mess with kids.
The reason why I'm going Curry over Durant, and you can make an argument for either one,
Okay.
is that here's my thing with Curry. Even though you may be able to slow him down, he still comes up clutch in the fourth quarter, third quarters, when it matters the most. He was a winner before KD even joined the team, and I get that KD got Finals MVP, but it's been documented that the Warriors was like, hey, it may be 2. That's fine. That's good.
Did Curry ever get a Finals MVP while playing with Durant?
Nope.
Look,
hold on. Let me ask. I know where you're going, but this is my rebuttal to all of it.
he did, but
Did Curry ever get a Finals MVP while playing with KD?
KD's
Did
success.
KD ever take the back seat to Curry?
But I'm about to shit on all this because Curry.
Wait, answer this
No,
one
hold
first.
on. No, I'm saying fuck your questions. I'm about to shit on all this shit because at the end of the day, Kevin Durant joined the team that did not need him. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green all came to agreement and said, hey, this guy is so talented, he can give us an extra step. And we will gladly defer and let him be the offensive unicorn.
Okay.
So any playoff success, finals, championships, finals MVP, KD was offered that. He ain't earned a damn thing.
Okay.
KD didn't earn nothing.
I won't say he ain't earned it.
But I didn't KD deferring to Curry in the NBA Finals.
What I'm saying is that when you are a 73-9 team, you've already won the finals. You've already proven that you can get a championship without this guy. This guy is icing on the cake. We don't need Golden State didn't need KD. And so when you join a team that was so loaded already, and then now look at how KD's career have gone since he's left Golden State. Golden State's still in the same conversation that they were before they had KD. When they had KD, Golden State is still at championship caliber. Golden State is still the same because of who? Because that one consistent thing that's part of the 3-piece consistent thing of Klay, Draymond, and Steph are still there. And Steph being the 1A piece of that 3-piece. Okay. KD has gone on and he has struggled to stay healthy. He has struggled to stay consistently in the championship conversation, while Golden State, still with those same 3 pieces, are in the same spot that they were when they got the championship, when they got KD and got more championships. To me, that's why I'm gonna put Curry over KD.
Okay. Is Curry over Hakeem Olajuwon?
No.
No.
I'm throwing out the names here. Is KD above Tim Duncan?
KD?
No, because Duncan's above Olajuwon in my book. He's got 5 rings.
All right.
You're going Duncan over Olajuwon.
Yes.
Oh.
Duncan was great for 20 years. Olajuwon was great, but couldn't get over the he couldn't get past the Blazers. He couldn't get past the Lakers. He couldn't get past the Jazz. There
What
were
was that? Was that Olajuwon? Or was that Houston itself
Or
though?
was that team?
But they had Clyde and Akeem together.
Clyde was just nasty. He was just I couldn't stand the way he played. Made my stomach hurt watching him play.
Greg Ostertag went to as many NBA finals.
Wow. Did you?
Wow, he
said
said Ostertag.
He's with Greg Ostertag.
But I'm not shitting on Akeem, even though I'm saying it as a joke. But what I'm saying is Duncan
Big fundamentals.
with Shaq.
I mean, I think you talk about it's not me crapping on Duncan. I think with San Francisco, Texas, that Texas team.
San Antonio.
Thank you. But San Antonio is the same argument I say with Duke. You know, they are well coached teams first and foremost, and they get the best. They get the best use out of every player they have. You know, versus if you look at Houston and they had a great team, but you can't compare Houston coaching to Popovich.
You look at Duncan's accomplishments.
Right. I'm not taking away. I don't.
Go look at the individual awards. Go look at everything.
Well, see, I think a lot of those things are misleading.
Duncan came in as a rookie and never took the back seat to David Robinson. Kobe took the back seat to Shaq for several years.
Well, he had to. There was a reason.
Duncan was immediate impact, immediate elite player, immediate title for this.
Well, Kobe automatically took the back seat to Shaq is because Shaq just got paid $100+ million.
But
Kobe was a rookie
for the first year and a half. Kobe came off the bench right away. He couldn't even crack the starting 5. Duncan came in, and Duncan was the dude from day one.
Yeah, because he was the first overall pick. He was meant to change the franchise around.
But he delivered. That's what I'm saying. You can't shit on him for that. Not many.
My argument is not even crapping on Duncan. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just saying because Tim Duncan's purpose was to change the San Antonio's change the trajectory of their franchise around, and he succeeded. He was supposed to. But you didn't. If you're comparing him to what Kobe, when he got drafted, first of all, he was a Hornet, got traded to for Vlade, but he was meant to.
Wildest trade in NBA history.
Wildest trade, yes.
When you talk crazy NFL trades, you talk the Mike Ditka, Ricky Williams trade. When you talk the craziest trade in NBA history, you're talking about Vlade Dottie. For
Vlade, we like somebody. Yeah, but
he don't cause trouble. He don't cause nobody.
but what I'm saying is the trajectory of what Kobe's career ended up being, it was not what was expected when they made that trade for Vlade. For what Duncan did, that was expected because he was that good coming out of Wake Forest, and that's exactly what San Antonio needed.
And imagine if Duncan was able to come out after 1 year of hype. He went all 4 years at Wake. Imagine if he was able to go one and done, and he would have had 3 more years in his prime in the NBA.
There's no guarantee that he would have been as developed either and quickly without playing like 4 years.
He was he was NBA ready and polished as a freshman
at Wake Forest.
It was roadkill for sophomore, junior, and senior year.
First of all,
as a freshman, you look at him and his skill set, it's identical to the senior year. He stayed true to who he was. His game was set. The only thing
you can attest to this
was the gym, right? 3 years in the gym in college, your physique's going to be bigger and better.
Hey, Nick, you can attest to this because you're a Tar Heel fan. Those 4 years that Tim Duncan was in the ACC, nobody else wasn't winning nothing.
Hated playing him more than anybody. They didn't win as much because the rest of the team. Who was with him? Travis Best?
They were. But I'm saying Wake Forest, man.
Was it Travis Best? I always get the Wake Forest and the Georgia Tech.
Travis Best at Georgia Tech.
Is it? Okay. For some reason in my head, I guess the colors, like the black and like gold, and like always
Yeah.
mixes up my head.
That's
Baby
racist.
and gold.
That's racist.
You know what, man? I see color all the time. Fuck you, Mel. Deal with it. Bastard. But you look at
you're right, Jacko.
the
Lauren
team
Wood,
didn't win
point
as
guard.
much, but Tim Duncan was very capable of embarrassing your team if they were unranked and
Hey,
you were top five.
Coach K was happy Tim Duncan left, bro.
4 years though, but still, Duke was elite during that time. Carolina, I don't think Carolina won one.
No, because you're still talking about when was Duncan?
We won one in '94, and then Duncan came in as a freshman in '95. So we never won one while Duncan was there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right,
Who else you got on this list?
Wilt.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You never saw Wilt play. How do you say yes to that? But no for Jerry West and Oscar.
He's black though.
So is Oscar.
I never seen him play. I'm not sure he black. So.
And so is half of Curry.
I can't with y'all, bro.
No, I mean I say that because of the fact that
Matt,
Will Chamberlain. You look at Will Chamberlain.
It's
How many
tough, right? Like this is why it's difficult for me to put big men against guards because their impact on the game and their job in the game is.
We're trying to figure out where Steph Curry sits on the all-time list. That's the topic we're on.
Matt, welcome back from Wifeyville.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out where Steph Curry fits on his top list if he wins a championship this year.
Okay. And I hear what you're saying, Nick, and I agree. But I think even with the Wilt Chamberlain argument, it's like there wasn't a lot of people his size when he played against.
Only Russell.
He's going against the milkmen.
You know, right?
The guy who fucking made the donuts at the bakery on Saturday morning. He's like, "What are you doing on Tuesday?" I got to go get dunked on 36 times by this fucking gigantic human being. Matt, we are at. I say Curry's at 11 right now. He's right outside the top 10. We were discussing if they win another one, if the Warriors are a dynasty, and then we snowball.
So are we all in agreement that he's definitely top 20? Because I feel that way.
Oh, top 20, yes. Even with big men, I think big men, he's 11. You take the big men out, I think he's 7 or 8. All right,
I just
let's start the list from the other way. Instead of going from the top, all right, he's not above Jordan.
No.
He's not above LeBron.
No.
I can make an argument.
But
I can make an argument.
LeBron?
That's a scorer only. But if you're talking about impact to the game and all-around player, no way.
But I think you had to. I think when you're talking about a player, when you talk about any player, though, Lamar, you have to. Hold on. Go ahead.
You talking about impact of the game?
Yeah.
It's Steph Curry's impact of the game, not just the NBA. I'm talking about the game of basketball.
He's changed the game.
So how's that not impact?
All right, let me ask you.
Thank you, Matt.
You start a team right now. You have 24-year-old LeBron and 24-year-old Curry. Nobody can tell me with a straight face that you're taking 24-year-old Curry over 24-year-old.
Right, but I'm talking about right now. You're talking about impact of the game since Steph Curry.
Yeah, but you're talking about the shooting, the range. I'm talking about better player.
If I'm building a team and I had to make a choice between them two.
Look, I get what you're saying, but you still got.
I hate LeBron off the court with the GM shit, but I'll tell you right now, man. There's only one guy in NBA history I take over LeBron.
You still have to look at. You still have to look
like
at
the Akron kid.
You still have to look at the impact of not just the game of basketball, but he's even affected the way that LeBron approaches the game of basketball. Steph Curry, yes, because LeBron sees that Steph Curry is not taking all this punishment because he's a threat to shoot anywhere on the court.
But he's also not taking the punishment because
hold on. Steph Curry is not taking the impact because he's a threat to shoot anywhere in the gym. Soon as he wake up, he is in shooting range. Soon as he has taken a piss in the bathroom, he's in shooting range. He's not taking that. He's not taking that abuse going to the paint. And so LeBron knows that,
but what you're talking about speaking to longevity, though, but not really overall skill set.
No, but hold on.
LeBron might have every record when he's done.
But come on, is not availability a good ability? Is that?
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not. What I'm saying is when we're talking about skill set, like Nick had made mention of, if you had to choose between LeBron and Steph,
Like if you're starting a team in any generation of the
I
NBA,
hear what
you're not taking Curry over LeBron.
I know. So I could make an argument. If look, here's the thing: what doesn't depreciate a skill set in the NBA
Mhm.
is what shooting. That never depreciates. LeBron's athleticism will depreciate. LeBron's jump shot, which
Bro,
ain't
he's
consistent.
37. It hasn't yet.
Well, he can't play
Wait,
a whole
no,
season.
no, don't say it hasn't yet. The man hasn't been 100% healthy since he's been a Laker.
His hairline's depreciating.
But what I'm
For
saying
like the
is,
third time.
Right.
but
You
look,
can say that his hairline is a dynasty.
Right.
there's a lot of skill sets. Y'all keep talking about LeBron James that will depreciate. One thing that hasn't
Everyone's going to
depreciated.
depreciate. If
No,
Steph
That's a tough question too, Matt. Though.
But if Steph loses a step,
hold
he's
on,
not getting these shots off. Once he loses a step, same thing.
jump shot ain't going nowhere.
But he has
the
to
ability
get
to
open.
get it
Jump
off.
shot ain't going nowhere.
But the ability to get that shot off against a younger, athletic, longer
But
guy.
I'm saying that's a point you're missing that I'm trying to make. Steph Curry, he's not your typical jump shotter. He can shoot. He can jump shooter. He can shoot flat foot. He can just flick the wrist. He can actually go to a full jump shot.
That's all predicated off of his foot quickness and his ability to get separation. This is why his best shooting is coming off the dribble, because his quickness and his ability to create separation and get the shot off, because his release is so quick. But when he loses that step, those shots aren't going off.
Losing that.
And don't forget, he's several years younger than LeBron.
You don't lose a jump shot. You don't lose a jump shot.
Yeah, that's standing. That's a set shot.
Wait a minute.
That's a set shot.
Hold on.
No.
You've watched enough basketball to know that Steph is not he's not a catch and shoot guy. He's not like Reggie. Reggie was not great creating his own shot. Reggie ran around, chased everything. Ray Allen, he would in his earlier career, he would pull up and shoot off the dribble. But later he became a set shooter. Can Curry develop that? Yes, because when he gets older and he loses that ability to do all the dribbling and then step back, younger dudes are going to be able to guard that. So that's eventually going to fade away. So can he evolve? What?
No,
you don't lose your jump shot, but if you watch Curry play, Jamel.
Okay, well, hold on, Nick. No, you can't agree with me and say you don't lose your jump shot.
No, but I think you missing. I think you're missing the point.
You can still have a shot, but Curry's ability to get that shot off is going to degrade.
No. Wait, Lamar.
No,
I know what you're saying.
You can't agree with me and say you don't lose a jump shot.
But hear me out, though. I'm hearing you out. You're not going to lose the ability to shoot, but the way Curry gets his shot off is going to be the challenge.
He gets
right
it
now. He can do it off the
ways.
dribble, and he can dog dudes still. He can dog the greatest defenders in the NBA still at this point. Yeah, and he can get that shot off. But the ability to get that shot off is going to change.
You're missing the point. Steph Curry has almost like 6 different abilities of getting his jump shot off.
All based off of quickness. All based off of quickness, right?
He has multiple ways of getting
his shot off. He didn't shoot over anybody. He's not out jumping people and shooting over them. His ability to get his shot off is based off of his quickness. When he loses his quickness, he's going to have to find different ways to get his shot off, and that's going to be the challenge for him because he doesn't have the size to shoot over anybody.
If he is lost,
Reggie was 6'8".
If he has lost one of his ways to lose his jump shot, then I'll be like, oh man, he's gonna be losing it. But he's got so many ways of getting the jump shot off.
But they're all based off of quickness, right?
I don't think you're basing it off just off of quickness. It's just him with the jump shot. It don't matter how he gets it.
He would need a LeBron
overall
type.
skill of the jump shot is what is the longevity of Steph Curry, which isn't going nowhere. It's like riding a bike. If you learn how to ride a bike, you ride a bike for years, and you take a couple of years away from it, you ain't forgot how to ride a bike. You just ain't done it in a minute.
I just think
correct, but you're not
popping
wheelies and doing all the other shit because your skills have declined over time. You know what I'm saying? Like Curry could shoot, and I'm sure he'll be 50 years old and he can go in a shooting contest and win. Why? because he's just standing there shooting. He's not trying to get his shot off. And that's the part I think that you're missing in from my point of view, is that he can't be 6'8" and shoot over people. He relies on quickness, crossovers, step back, pop
screens.
But you're running off of those screens, right?
Yeah,
He's not BJ Armstrong who just sat in the corner, waited for the rotation, and they hit the open guy in the corner. He's never going to be that guy because they're going to respect his shot enough to not double off of him and stay out in the corner. But when he is 35, 36, 37, he doesn't have the size or the frame, I think, to still get his shot off in the NBA. It's going to become more of a challenge for him. You're probably going to see his percentage go down because of the respect for him. He's still going to get his opportunities.
And here's why I disagree with that, is because the NBA has gone so small that they are all predicating to what the skill set that Steph has. So all the players that he's going to be going against aren't going to be that much bigger than him. All right, so or that much taller than him. If you're talking about 90s basketball, I would give you that because you still got big men in the game. But this is an NBA where everything is not at the basket anymore. It's pretty much
perimeter.
Up. It's perimeter. Everything.
And when he loses that step,
predicated on the perimeter. And the ultimate perimeter guy is Steph Curry. He has changed the game.
Correct. And his quickness is what allows him to get these shots off. And if you listen to this statement and this statement only, I don't know how you can disagree with me. When he loses that step, it's going to be more difficult for him to get these shots off. Everyone's gone through it. Father Time. Like if a quarterback's Brett Favre hurt his shoulder, couldn't get those throws in later in the career that he was getting in 10 years earlier. Everyone has a decline. Everybody has a decline. Except Tim Duncan. He's just as fantastic as the last day as the first day.
Here we go.
All right. Kareem. No,
that's still not. I mean,
it's tough.
I'll take Steph over Kareem.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they're like equals. And when you look at how Kareem changed the game with the skyhook, and he came out with a shot that you just could not defend.
Yeah, you couldn't.
He's got 6 MVPs, man.
Unblockable.
It is.
That
shot was 7-2, right? 7-2 with a 45-inch arm. I mean, you could dunk it from the free throw line with a skyhook with that.
Hey, and not to take us off topic, why do people not put Kareem in the GOAT conversation? Because I do.
I think it's because of the big man, and I think it was before a lot of our generation. Don't forget, he played for so long that he was declining, and we saw the end of it.
And he still was kind of good when he was declining, because I didn't see him play. I didn't see him play in Milwaukee. All the times he played in Milwaukee, I didn't see that.
And won championships in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I didn't see him playing UCLA.
You sure?
Only time I seen him was he played with the Lakers.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Jamel, because of Magic. I mean,
he won everywhere they went. I mean, he was the most dominant college player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If you go career-wise from pretty much high school all the way through the pros, I think nobody else has a career better than Kareem.
No. 6 MVPs. How many rings? What do you have? 4? He won all 4 years of college, right?
And he had a movie with Bruce Lee.
And he was in Airplane.
Yeah, and he was in Airplane. Hey, Timmy, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Of all time.
You ever seen a grown man naked before, Timmy? That's Airplane.
I know. I was reading the comments. All right.
Man, that's tough.
Ooh, I was just saying that for people might think I was looking at Timmy.
Because on the thing that I pulled up, the greatest basketball, I googled the top 12 NBA players of all time, and it comes up with a list. It's got all the faces. It doesn't have like an order, but it's got Michael 1, LeBron 2, Kareem 3, Shaq 4. If you can't put Curry over, I don't think you put Curry over either Shaq or Jabbar.
Okay,
now,
go ahead.
Curry plays in a different era, but man, those dudes were
dominant at that time.
Forces of all time.
Shaq was dominant, bro. That's hard. That's hard to pass.
I respect Curry as a shooter.
I will say this: Shaq was still a liability when, like, if they played Hack and Shaq right now in today's game, you would possibly, just like how they treated Ben and all those other guys that can't shoot.
I think Ben was worse than Shaq.
like that would.
I seen Shaq make a couple sometimes. You like, oh, he made that.
Well, the whole reason the Hack-a-Shaq thing happens because you did not want him to get the ball within 5 feet of the rim. The
Right.
other guys, they weren't offensive threats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't give a shit if Ben Wallace was a worse shooter, but you didn't care if Ben Wallace got the ball. If Ben Wallace got the ball 6 feet from the rim, it was off a rebound, and he was kicking it back out to Hamilton or Billups or
Right.
Tayshaun.
I thought you talking about Ben Simmons. You talking about Ben Wallace?
Oh, I was thinking Ben Wallace. Yeah, I was thinking a big guy who sucked at free throws. My bad.
Yeah, Ben Wallace was bad at free throws. He was.
Yeah.
I thought just talking guys.
No,
who
but
were
Ben
down
Simmons.
for the
Ben
rim.
Simmons was bad
I
at
assumed
bad
Ben
at free
Wallace.
throws too. No, I'm just saying that Facebook.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just wish Shaq had that Kobe work.
If Shaq had Kobe's work ethic, Shaq would still be winning rings. Shaq would have 20 rings, man. He'd have it for the hands of the coach.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize that rift between Kobe and Shaq is because Kobe thought Shaq was being fucking lazy.
He was.
Well, he was. Obviously, he just kept gaining weight.
I mean, Shaq give interviews. He need subtitles. But what is he saying? I be listening to the countdown. I'd be like, what the hell is he saying?
No, I'm just saying in the reference of the Hack-a-Shaq era in today, Shaq would have been a liability to put on the court under 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Just the way that they played basketball nowadays, like he'd have been.
What up, Kofi?
Been too much of a liability. Obviously, you saw how Ben Simmons was a liability, bad free throw shooting with the Sixers.
Well, Ben Simmons is more. I think he is more mental.
Shaq in today's game, he'd be on the bench the last 7 minutes of the game anyway. No one can guard him nowadays. What are you putting, a Lopez brothers on him? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, nobody. No, I agree with you.
Shaq went against some of the greatest defensive centers of all time, and David Robinson and Elijah Wan.
Right, that's what I was saying.
He still dominated.
Go look at that
That's what I'm saying, Kofi.
Shaq against Mutombo, who I think a lot of people will say is the greatest defender at center of all time, dropped like 36, 15, like that NBA Finals against the Sixers.
He
dogged Mutombo.
He abused him. I get it.
You can't tell me guys like Rudy Gobert or the Lopez brothers or Andre Drummond are stopping Shaq.
He would absolutely embarrass Rudy Gobert.
Shaq would drop 40 a game in this NBA.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Easy.
Agreed.
Easy.
All right, go ahead with your list. We only got like 6 minutes left.
Magic.
No.
Kobe.
No.
Bird.
No.
No.
All right.
Rudy trash.
Well, you're going further down the list, so it's going to
Rudy
get
trash.
more difficult.
Yeah.
Hey, what number you at right now, Nick?
All right, we went Jordan, LeBron,
7, right?
Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Bird. But then we had Duncan ahead of him. We had Wilt ahead of him.
Well, Wick was debatable, but go ahead.
Bill Russell. That's the only other one.
I think when you got him at 11 is probably perfect for right now.
Yeah. No, he's. Yeah.
Because like when you start,
I mean, you could
comparing
argue
his
Oscar
career to-
when you're going off the skill set, but you're not putting. Here's some other names.
I put Isaiah in front of him.
Isaiah in front of Curry.
Yeah.
No way.
when you talk about point guard play,
No way.
Isaiah's a dog.
Isaiah was tough, man.
All right.
Isaiah
But-
Thomas was a dog.
Wait a minute. If we're talking, oh man, that is.
Rudy
Overall,
is
see,
trash.
here's my
Rudy
thing.
is
Here's my
trash.
thing about
Rudy trash. Rudy trash. Thank you. Rudy's a bomb, bro.
Yeah, he's
All
a
right, here's
bum.
some of the names. After,
He going back to France.
Here's some of the names after Curry. Tell me if any of these names pop out at you where you're like, oh yeah, he's ahead. It was Jerry West, Hakeem,
Yeah. Okay.
Oscar Robinson,
Okay.
Dr. J, Karl Malone,
I'm not a Karl Malone fan.
No.
Kevin Garnett.
I will never root anything Karl Malone because of personal reasons, and I will stand by that bias. I will die on that hill. He's a piece of trash person. He's
Oh,
a
yeah,
piece of
too.
trash person.
Yeah,
So
that too.
I would never celebrate anything Karl Malone. I'm sorry.
David Robinson, KG, Moses Malone,
Yeah, definitely
Barkley.
Moses.
Yeah. You can stop because I think having him at 11 is pretty accurate.
Yeah,
right now.
right?
And it's not crapping on all those players. It's just if you look at the overall skill set of Curry, like Lamar said, he changed the game. He changed the way people play defense. He changed a lot of the game. And I think to me, when you looking at, I don't know about Dirk. I don't know about Dirk over Curry, man.
No,
I don't know
you
about that.
didn't,
And I
sir.
think I like Dirk.
I do like
I
Dirk, but
love
not
Dirk,
over Curry.
and I'm on record as saying Dirk has the single-handed greatest championship we've ever seen. Because,
2011,
huh?
when they beat Miami.
Name anyone else on his team.
He had
Here's the equivalency that I made.
Jason Kidd was on that team.
Dirk
Who
winning that
was?
championship.
Jason Terry and Jason Kidd were both on that team.
Exactly. Jason Kidd started playing basketball in 1991. So here's the equivalency that I make with Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk winning that title by himself would have been the equivalent of LeBron winning the title when they got swept by the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
When it was him, Drew Gooden, Ilgauskas, Delonte West. Like Dirk's roster is compared.
That's LeBron's mama.
Yes, baby mama. It's Uncle Dad.
Right. Hey, LeBron, go give me a beer out the refrigerator.
Damn. Well, LeBron, don't be touching those pastries I bought your mama.
Right. Hurry up my feet, nigga.
Yeah, what Jamel said.
Something wrong with y'all.
No, that's the equivalency that I can make.
Okay.
LeBron got to the finals with guys who are working at Walmart security right now. Dirk won it with Terry at the end, Kidd at the end. Nobody looks at that team. Like Jason Kidd in his prime is different.
Mm-hmm.
But Dirk won
JJ Barrera, yeah.
Yeah, they had a solid team, that Dallas Mavericks.
They had a decent. That
team would be like a 10 seed right now.
They got the same team they got now, basically.
Yes, but hold on.
Sean Marion his shot was just nasty though.
But that was the end of his career too.
Hold on.
He wasn't the same Sean Marion in Phoenix.
Look, all I'm saying is that Dallas Mavericks 2011 team was the better team. It didn't matter that the big three were put together. That Dallas team was the better team
at that time.
At that time,
they had the better player. Dirk was.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying 2011 Dirk was better than 2011 LeBron? No, don't do that.
When you come to skill and athleticism, hear me out. Hear me out.
You're high. You're high right now. You are high right now, sir. And I am going to tell you to stop with the weed. No, because you're making
stay off the weed.
Let me make my statement. We are not married. You don't get to yell over me as I'm making a point. I feel like we are, though.
Go ahead with your point, Nick.
And just to be clear, we could get married anywhere we wanted. No.
I agree with that Facebook user.
Dirk is nowhere near more athletic. Dirk is nowhere near the all-time great that LeBron is in terms of statistics. But hear me out with this. Dirk's efficiency that year was better than everyone else. Dirk was very efficient. Dirk had the unstoppable turnaround. Dirk, you got to respect Dirk that year because he won a title against what was labeled the super team, and he did not have a super team. He had a first-round exit team, and he took that team to a title. And for that,
no, they were the better team.
He got the hammer swinging from knee to knee when he walks in the locker room.
You stupid. No, that 2011 Dallas Mavericks team was the better team in Miami.
Yes.
Period.
I can't say better team. I think they just had the better player playing better at that time.
Did that makes them the better team, Nick? You know this. You're a coach. If you are the better team, if you are the most cohesive team, you work as one. And that's what they did. That makes you the better team. It don't matter.
The first year they came together too, Miami.
Yeah, that was the first year that the big three came together.
Sean Marion has the ugliest jump shot I ever witnessed is Erwin Forte Colston. That's it.
Yeah, that's 40.
Oh, that's 40.
Shout out to 40 Water, aka
I got the Facebook open on mute so I could see who comments when they're not.
No,
I didn't think about that. I can look at my phone.
You look at that playoff run, and I will say this. 2006,
I think that was Dirk's MVP year too, wasn't it?
2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, I say is the lowest time in the NBA that I've seen in my life.
Was that not Dirk's MVP year the same year, 2011? I believe it was. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Was it 6 or 11? Didn't they go against? Didn't Dirk lose to the Heat in 6 with Shaq and Wade?
That was 06, yes.
Did he win the MVP that year, or was it 11?
I think it was either 06 or 11. Somebody correct me.
I'll look it up.
Okay, no, Jamel correct me. He said that was D Rose's MVP. So then Dirk had to win it.
was D Rose.
So when did Dirk win it?
Go ahead, talk. I got it.
But either way, it is what it is. I just thought that the Dallas team was okay. So 07 when he lost to the Warriors, Thank you, Mel.
Okay.
Man, that's what Mel's for. He's our fact checker right there. Look, I respect the shit out of
I didn't hear the answer. I was Googling. I didn't hear the answer.
07.
Yeah, 07.
That's when Dirk won it?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the year they lost to Shaq and Wade, right?
Yeah, that was yeah. You're correct. You're correct, Nick. That was the year that they did lose to Shaq and Wade. So that was 06, 07. Yeah.
And then 11 was D Rose.
Man, Dirk had a hell of a career. Did y'all know?
Oh, yeah.
He played 20 years.
Yeah. It took him that long to get a championship.
It didn't take him that long. Wow. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. But no. Look, we have reached that time in the show, y'all. Great show today. Episode
right.
Boards in the books. I'm gonna definitely dig a little bit deeper into that because I need to I will not define where Steph Curry sits in that all-time list, but I'll definitely dig a little bit more deeper into that. We'll put that on the late night show. That'll be kind of our nucleus to talk about. But we appreciate everybody jumping in the comments, showing us some love. Make sure going over to the Facebook page, I.O.W. Sports Network, the YouTube page, I.O.W. Sports Network, the Instagram page, I.O.W. Sports Network, and the Twitter page as well.
And for right now, I often wonder because
that 7 days will be up pretty quick. I think it's only like a couple of more days we'll be at.
All right.
But look,
anybody watching, if you're not subscribed already to me on YouTube, proud New York Jets fans. We talk Jets.
That's like an oxymoron.
God damn it, man! You're the goddamn oxymoron.
No, but check out this show. I pop in and out there. It's a great show.
He does.
Yeah, even though he got the Echo Boy on there, but
proud New York Jet. No, he got the headphones now. He's good.
Is he always gonna be Echo Boy to me?
So long. He was good for so long.
Hey, Adam, isn't it Adam? Right? Is it Adam?
Adam, yeah. He does shows multiple times a week with people.
Yeah, he's always gonna be Echo Boy to me.
He had like a week and a half spot where he just couldn't get that stuff worked out. But yeah, proud New York Jets fans.
Pause. Trying to dig deep on Steph. Coffee said pause.
Yeah,
maybe you have no idea, man. He was going like this on Steph for a little bit. We had to bring him back down to earth.
Right. We had to.
No, I think y'all need to. Y'all need to realize the greatness of Steph. That's.
I mean, and I don't think no one here is denying it.
Denying it, but when
it's just where he sits,
6'3", and he can't shoot over people, and he loses a step, his game is gonna have to evolve. Whether it's more of a Reggie type coming off the screens, absolutely. But when you're LeBron, you're 6'7", 6'8", 265 muscle. You could find a way to get to the rim and get your points. Mm-hmm. Steph is gonna have different challenges. LeBron has become more of a shooter throughout the years, right? He's not an elite shooter, but he's
not even close to elite.
No, and I don't even want to. That's why I said it. I don't even want to pretend like I'm coming off that way. But LeBron has evolved to put the jump shot into his game more. Mm-hmm. Now, when you're 6'8" and you can jump like that, and you can fade back and shoot over people, that's a huge advantage. Steph is going to have different challenges, and that his size being limited. When he loses that step and he can't do the dribble and he can't do the step back and he can't run as fast as he can, he's going to have some different challenges to go through. That's why I think somebody like LeBron will have more longevity, and Curry might have a quicker fall from grace, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we'll kind of add that to a little caveat to talk about tonight. But no, we'll join that. We'll reconvene that conversation a little bit tonight. And please, come back and follow us again on Thursday, 4 p.m.
All
Eastern
right.
Standard Time for episode 155. On behalf of the big homie Nick Shine, the man with the Grandmaster plan, Detroit Mail, and myself, the Wildcard Mind, the I.O.W. Sports Crew, we are out, y'all. Peace and love. Fuck LeBron.
Fuck Lamar.